From a creative perspective, obviously there's very little that is wrong. But from the messaging perspective, it's very important that we begin to develop ads that are balanced, that shows you the glitz, the glamour, but also shows you the actual outcomes, so that it's a balanced advert where you are able to actually see the good, the bad, the ugly, but also take responsibility that assists you to get to a particular point, to make the right choice, to make the right decision. At the moment, most of our alcohol advertising doesn't do that. It actually just shows you the glamorous aspect and does not really assist people to actually understand that, yes, enjoy the product, but don't abuse it. And if you do abuse it, this is what you're going to be left with.
I'm going to play devil's advocate here now. It seems contradictory to have members of the alcohol industry, the manufacturers, here tonight, because they're the ones who are providing the source of the problems that we're facing with alcohol abuse. Your thoughts on that?
Obviously, one of the most important things is either for government to use the wag the finger or to alienate industry, but we can't wish them away. They hear what is important for us is to partner with them, to guide them, so that as we get to a point where we all aspire, you can only dream to an alcohol-free generation, and we need them to get us there. So as much as at the moment they are part of the problem, which is true, we need to also find a way of making them part of the solution, because we can't wish them away. They contribute to the economic growth of the country, especially currently with the high unemployment rate. They contribute as tax contributors to enable us to do the social programs. But yes, they are part of the social problem we are having, but wishing them away is not the best solution. Working with them and partnering with them in harm reduction and in alcohol literacy, it's going to get us to a different generation that will respect alcohol, but that will also not misuse it.
Yeah. And finally, you talked about the Draconian Laws in your presentation. Can we expect to see any new laws around alcohol regulation?
Definitely. We are, as government, looking at what else can we do, benchmarking ourselves from different countries, because we do have a problem of high prevalence of alcohol abuse. So whether the laws will be draconian, whether the laws will move us forward, but what I can confirm is that we're going to try and make sure that the laws are as current and as realistic and as implementable as possible, so that we are able to achieve that which the law intends to, rather than unintended consequences that might lead us to over-regulation, and then you've got a bigger problem than you have now, where binge drinking, for an example, would become a problem, because people will say, let me drink quickly because at so and so a time, this and this and this and this. But we want to introduce legislation that's going to move the country forward, not legislation that's going to move the country backwards. On all fronts, from the socio-economic status of the country, that is how we will look at the law. Its social impact, its economical impact, and whether it is getting us to where we want to go, to a South Africa, that we all want.
And regulation of alcohol advertising?
Definitely, it's important that we do look at alcohol advertising. That is a very important, not only the actual advertising, but the total package. When do we show the alcohol, at what point, at what time, and what kind of adverts, the content. So that is important. We will be reviewing that as well. And definitely, as I said, it will always find the balance, and industry in a constitutional democracy, public participation and consultation is the key. So industry will definitely and always be taken on board, and we will find, we believe, a common ground.